What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an excellent day today. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about Phemex Futures Exchange in a much needed, highly anticipated, updated tutorial. Now, if you haven't watched my original video, it is a lot more beginner friendly. You can check that out below. But in today's video, we are going to be going through everything A to Z, start to finish. We're going to be talking about how to place buy orders using market, using limit, using conditional orders, as well as their zero fee spot exchange. That's right. You can literally trade as much as you want for zero fees. And I'll tell you how to do that in just a bit. But in today's video, my main objective is to show you guys how to trade responsibly as well as profitably. Now, keep in mind, when you are utilizing leverage, you can actually trade with more money than you have, meaning you can make a lot more than you normally could with just spot trading. However, there are some risks associated with this type of trading, and I also want to go over that as well. And if this is your first time checking out the Crypto Zombie channel, we do Bitcoin and cryptocurrency news updates every single day, as well as tutorials like these. And if that sounds interesting to you, well, I would consider getting subscribed. But without further ado, let's dive into the tutorial. And in the meantime, I'm going to get on out of here so that we can see exactly how to trade using Phemex. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do before you can even start getting traded is to set up an account and get registered. So first things you're going to want to do is head down to either the pinned comment or the description of this video and join Phemex using my referral link. Now, you don't have to use the link below. They do have welcome bonuses that come standard. For example, $80 welcome bonus if you complete these small tasks, as well as different deposit giveaways. At the time of making this video, they do have a $600 bonus. This bonus is ending soon. However, if you do use the link below, we have an exclusive $200 bonus just for Crypto Zombie subscribers. So if you want to get an extra $200 bonus on top of the current bonus, be sure to use the link below also to be eligible for all future bonuses as well. Just make sure that you're using the one from the official Crypto Zombie. You can tell because I have a check mark, I am verified, and it is a highlighted comment. So now that you've got registered, before we can start trading, we need to actually top up our account and deposit some Bitcoin. So we come up here to assets, and you can see I've already actually deposited 0.1, but if it's your first time, this will be at $0. So you need to click deposit. So click on that. It'll bring you over to this page right here. Now you can pick which currency you want to deposit. You can either deposit Bitcoin, USDT, ETH, XRP, or Chainlink. So let's say we want to deposit Bitcoin. We'll just click continue right here, and you can see they offer the address to be copied, or you can come down here and click on show QR code if you want to deposit it that way as well. You can also buy crypto directly. If you come up here and click where it says buy crypto, you'll notice that they have an option to buy using multiple different payment methods, including things like Visa, MasterCard, China, Union Pay, bank transfer, etc. So you can see you have a choice of Bitcoin, Tether, Ethereum, XRP, or Chainlink. Let's say you wanted to buy $500 of USD. You would click Visa, click buy now, or whatever choice you're using, and then it would bring you to your different options of how you're able to buy crypto. So that's a direct fiat gateway, which is also a pretty awesome feature that Phemex offers. Now, quick disclaimer, if this is your first time trading using derivatives or leverage, it can be very risky. Now, while you can make a lot of extra money with capital that you wouldn't normally have, there also is the potential chance to lose a lot of money as well. So for beginners, I would suggest coming up here to products and actually coming down to where it says simulated trading. And if you click on this, you can essentially trade with a paper account where you don't really have any funds, but you can play around with the actual Bitcoin price doing simulated trades so you can get a feel for it without actually having to risk any capital. So I highly recommend that for beginners to just try it out and get a feel for it without actually having to use any real money. So something that makes Phemex unique is that they actually offer two different types of trading. So if we come up here and we click on markets, you'll notice that we have spot market trading, right? And you can see we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Chainlink, EOS, etc. But if we scroll down here, we also have contract trading where we can trade things also like polkadot and uniswap. So what makes the difference between spot and contract? Well, honestly, if you've been trading on Coinbase or Binance or KuCoin, you're already familiar with spot trading. This is just simple buying and selling, nothing fancy. If you have 1,000 USDT and you buy Bitcoin, you will get 1,000 USDT worth of Bitcoin and vice versa. But contract trading is where it gets interesting. This is where you're actually able to use leverage to trade with more money than you actually have in order to increase your exposure. And this is where things can get pretty tricky, but we're going to go into that today specifically. You can see there are a lot more options down here. For example, they do have polkadot, uniswap. They also have gold, which is interesting. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So that essentially explains the difference between spot and contract. So I'm not going to really spend much time on spot trading since most of you are familiar with it, but if you were interested in trading one of these, you could come over, for example, for Bitcoin. We do have some Bitcoin deposited. I have 0.1 Bitcoin, so if I wanted to sell that, we could click on sell 100% right here. We could do it at market, and there you go. It shows me how much I would get, and if I was to sell my Bitcoin, then I would get that exact value in USDT. This is very basic trading. This is what everyone is familiar with. Now, although Phemex is primarily advertised as a leverage trading platform, they do have spot trading, as we've spoke about, and one of the craziest features is that you can actually become a full premium user for as little as just $10 a month. You have literally zero fee trading. So for just $10 a month or 33 cents per day, you can do as many spot trades as you want with absolutely no fees. And if you are doing a lot of spot trading, these fees can add up very, very quickly. So you can come down here, and I do recommend getting one of these different packages, but you can also receive premium for free by doing a few different tasks. You could do the social media gift by following Phemex and completing the application. You can complete the following tasks right here, or you could just do a registration gift, which if you are a new user, you do receive 7 days of the premium trial immediately. So if you've currently registered, then you're actually already receiving that 7-day premium trial as long as you did accept it in the sign up. Friendly disclaimer, just one more time, I have to remind everyone that yes, this can be very risky, especially for beginners. I do not recommend leverage trading for beginners, but if you are interested in learning how to do it, I cannot stress enough to use the Testnet first. That way you do not risk any of your capital while you're learning how to trade. The second thing is that if you're trying to sign up in certain jurisdictions that are restricted, you'll notice that you can't actually register an account. Now, keep in mind, Phemex does not actually do any KYC, and well, I've heard some people use VPNs. Now, I myself cannot suggest or tell you to do that, but hey, what you do on your own time is your own business. And finally, of course, I want to just let everyone know that this is not a sponsored video. In fact, this is an exchange that I use myself. I enjoy trading altcoins on Phemex, and I only mention and do tutorials in products that I actually use or believe in myself. The only thing I ask is that if you do find value out of this video, please do consider using my referral link below. It does help to support the channel, and it allows me to bring you all of this free content every single day. But what we want to talk about today is contract trading or leverage trading, right? So how to get to that is we scroll up to select market. We come over here, and you can see they have it separated into spot and contract. Also, if you notice, you can favorite them by clicking this, and that'll pin them to the top if there's a certain crypto that you're interested that you want to watch, or you can unpin it as well. So you have spot right here, or we have contract. So if we click on contract, this brings us to some of our different contracts or derivatives. We have polkadot, Bitcoin, Chainlink, etc. Now, these are all settled in USD, you could see right here. So keep in mind that USD is actually different than USDT. So let me show you exactly how we would need to do this if you wanted to trade one of these other altcoins. So come back up to here where we have our assets and click on it. So you can see right here, we have 0.1 Bitcoin in our spot wallet, but we have nothing in our contract account. So if you just want to trade on spot, this is fine right here. But if you want to trade using leverage, you're going to have to deposit to your contract account. So click on here and you'll see right here you have BTC trade account used for trading Bitcoin, USD, inverse perpetual contracts, or you have your USD trade account. So if you're just using Bitcoin, then you can deposit to the Bitcoin trade account. But for literally any other crypto, you're going to have to deposit into your USD trade account. So come down here and click on where it says transfer in. And we need to transfer it from our Bitcoin wallet to the USD equivalent. So we'll just click all, and this button will come up that says get quotation. So click on that, and you can see it'll give you a live estimate that will refresh every 15 seconds. So if we want to trade, we can do that right now. Click confirm, and boom. Now our contract account has been funded. And actually, if I refresh this page, you'll see that it is reflected down here in the USD trade account. So now that we have our USD trade account funded, we can go back to markets and we can actually trade on some contracts. So let's actually do Polkadot. Let's do a Polkadot trade since I think that would be pretty interesting. So we click over here for buy, sell. Now keep in mind we are in contract, as you can see right here. We have a slider from 1x to 20x, and we also have cross leverage as well. Now cross is essentially using your entire position, whereas if you use these leverages, you can actually use small portions. You can do 25%, you can do 50%, you can enter a unique number yourself, and I'll show you exactly how that works. So you'll notice that there's three different types of orders. We have limit, we have market, and we have conditional. Now, a limit order is essentially where you put the number in or the price that you want your order to get filled. And when you do this, you are known as a maker. Now, keep in mind, your order may not hit right away. It has to actually come down and get filled because essentially you are putting your order into the order books. Now, if you want to get filled instantly, let's say the market's moving really quick and you just want to jump into a trade and you don't care, then you click on market. Now, market will just buy or sell at whatever the current price is. However, keep in mind that one of the biggest differences when deciding which one you want to use is the fact that when you use a limit order, because you are providing liquidity, you're actually rewarded. Whereas if you use a market order, even though you do get filled immediately, there is a taker fee associated with it. So if we actually come over here and have a look at the fees, you can see right here, it's essentially across the board a 0.075% taker fee, right? If you are the taker, if you put the market in, but if you are the maker or you're essentially doing a limit order, you actually get a negative 0.025% fee, which means you're actually rewarded for providing liquidity. So you have to decide which one you want to use. Obviously, using the market is better if you want to get in instantly. So let me just actually show you how that would work. If we wanted to do a market order, for example, let's say we want to do some trading with Polkadot. So let's say we want to trade at 5x, right? So you can click on it right here. You can, you can slide the slider or you can click on it. Or if you want, you can come to this pencil and you could just manually enter it. Say if you wanted to do 7x, you could also do that as well. So currently we're trading at 7, but let's keep our leverage low at around 5. And let's say we want to do about 25%, right? So let's say that we think the price of Polkadot is going to go up. Because we're doing a market order, we enter the buy or the long instantly. You'll click on this and make sure that all this information is correct. You can see we're doing 182 contracts. The cost is $1,431 at 5x. Here's your position size. Here's the price we'll buy in at. And this is what you really want to pay attention to. This is your estimated liquidation price. So this is $31.64. And that is the lowest price that, in this case, Polkadot could go to before you would lose all of your funds. Now, how does this happen? Well, as a quick explanation, when you're using leverage, you're actually borrowing funds and using more than you have. So if you're using 5x leverage, then you're trading with 5 times the amount that you normally have. Now, this is good if the price goes in your favor. If you're longing and it goes up 1%, then you'll make approximately 5%. But if it goes the other way, then you'll lose 5%. So a really simple way to figure this out is essentially looking at 100%. If you're doing a 5x leverage, 5 times 20, right, equals 100. So that means that if the price of the asset was to fall 20%, that would equal 100% of your funds and you would lose all your money. However, on the flip side, if the asset goes up 20%, then you would make 100% of your money. If you're interested in the beginning tutorial or just for basics, I do have a beginner's tutorial for Phemex. Should be popping up above. You can check that out and have a look at it. But that is essentially how that works. However, if all of this looks good to you, you can click confirm. But before we do that, another thing I want to add is there is a take profit. So you can click take profit here and you can do 25%, 50%, 75%, or you can just manually enter it yourself. Say we wanted to take it at $46 and it would tell you it would trigger a market order take profit. Estimated profit would be, in this case, $1,265, okay? Also, if you are interested in using a stop loss, say the price falls 5% and you want to just cut your losses on the trade, you can add different stop losses as well. So if the price was to go down to $38.65 from this current buy-in, then your order would be closed. Now, yes, you would lose 5%, but it would also prevent you from losing any more money. So make sure that you familiarize and understand how to use these different features. So let's say that we'll set our take profit at 25%, and if everything looks good, we'll click confirm, and we will go into a buy. So as you can see, because we just blindly entered a trade without doing any analysis, we're actually down 3% on our trade. But what I really want to show you more than the unrealized P&L, because keep in mind, this could change. We could be in the green in a matter of minutes, but we do have a permanent negative realized P&L of $5.31. And this is the fee that I spoke about, because we chose to do a market long rather than a limit order, right? But the interesting thing is that you can actually put multiple different types of orders in as well. So say we actually did want to put in a limit order. Let's say we're not happy with this and, you know what, we didn't really get that great of an entry. Maybe the price is going to come down a little bit lower. Then you can come over here and we could switch to a limit, right? Because we can have multiple orders at once. So let's say that we want to actually pick the price. So let's say if it was to sort of come back down here, let's say around $37.47, right? So we could enter $37.48. Let's say we want to do another 25%. Keep in mind, you can go all the way up to 100% of your available funds. That's up to you. You know your risk reward ratio better than anyone else, but let's just say we'll do 25%. So we'll do the limit, $37.48, and we'll do buy long. And make sure that you guys also click post only as well. You don't want your orders to either get canceled or hit immediately. So if we click buy long, there we go. And here, if all of our information is correct, we can click confirm. And there we go. So essentially right now, even though, yes, we are down a little bit because we market bought, and you can see that's our buy right here. If we come down here, we could see our order of 141 at $37.48. And that would be if if Polkadot actually was to come down to that level, then our order would be filled. Now, what's pretty cool is you can actually take this and you could drag this order down. You could push it up. You can really put it wherever you want. But keep in mind, this is a limit order. So if this order does get hit, you will actually be rewarded as being the maker rather than the taker, right? You can also move your profits up here as well. You could see if we want to take profits a little bit sooner, or we could move it even higher. Or if we want to get rid of that altogether, you can just click this X, cancel, and we can also get rid of this limit, cancel. Now keep in mind, we can't cancel the order that we're currently in right now. The only way to do that would be to come down and either do a limit exit, or a market exit. So the limit, if you want to do the limit exit, would basically be to just put back what we had up here, versus the market, which would be an instant sell, which if we were to actually do right now, we would have lost money because as you can see, we are in the red. So in order to actually break even, crazy enough, you'd actually have to be up $5.31 to cover the cost of being the maker, which it's not that much. I mean, if you just sit here and you're patient enough, most likely the crypto asset will go up, assuming that we're still in a bull market and you didn't buy at an absolute crazy level, or sell, depending on if you're longing or shorting. Keep in mind, we do have 3 different types of orders you can do. I explained limit, I showed you market, and finally we have conditional. So conditional is essentially if this happens, then do this, right? And it could be triggered by either the last price or the mark price. You can also set it to limit or market. So it's essentially the same concept, except that your order gets executed based on a certain event happening. So in other words, you don't have an order, but say you wanted to trigger the price at, let's say, $40. Okay, when the limit price hits $39, understand? So if the last price hits $39, then your order will go in at $40, right? And you'll post that up here in the books. It's also worth noting that Phemex gets their prices from a combination of other exchanges to avoid market manipulation. So you can see right here, this blue price represents the actual price of Polkadot or whatever asset you're trading across a broad array of exchanges, whereas this number right here represents the price it's actually being traded longed or short on Phemex itself. But this is really the price you need to pay attention to, especially when you're worried about liquidation. Another interesting feature to Phemex is you can actually add multiple sub accounts. So if you come up here and click where it says main, I've called it main account. You can call it literally whatever you want. And you come down to sub accounts, you can see right here, you can create up to 20 sub accounts. It's super simple. You just click add sub account and boom, now I have 3 sub accounts. Then you can go over to settings, you can edit it, you can switch, transfer, and this basically just gives you more flexibility and a better trading experience. So finally, after a little bit of patience, we're back in profit. And if you're looking to exit your trade, you can close it by either a limit order or a market order, which is essentially exactly the same as buying, except this time we would be selling because we were longing. So we would technically be putting in a short to close it. And if you had been shorting, then you would technically be putting in a long to close it. But you really don't have to worry about that. The main thing is just you come down here and you can close by either limit or market. So just to have a quick example, we can close this by a market right here. We come up here. You can change the quantity if you don't want to close it all, but for these purposes, we'll just close all of our contracts. We'll confirm, and then boom, we closed a sell at $39.41 for a very small profit of, I don't know, about $40 or so. But just as an example, that's how you close the orders. Now, although Phemex does offer you the ability to chart using TradingView right here, sometimes it can feel a little bit claustrophobic trying to chart trend lines, etc. in this tiny little box. So what I do suggest highly is that you head on over to TradingView and set yourself up with an official account. This is what I use every single day for all of my trades. I use it all the time on the channel. If you're a regular subscriber, you know this already. And the cool thing is that you don't even have to pay for TradingView. They have a basic plan, which is $0. Although it is a little bit limited in what it does have to offer, it is very good for beginners. Eventually, as your skills increase, you can get up to the premium, which is what I use currently, but you don't have to. Also, if you are looking to sign up for TradingView, make sure you go into the links below in the description of this video. I do have a $30 bonus if you want, just for using my link. So now if you want to withdraw your funds, you'll notice that you'll have to take it out of the contract account and move it into your spot wallet. You can also move it to your investment account, which we'll get to later in this video, but let's just say you want to withdraw the funds immediately. Well, you can see right here, you don't have any in your spot wallet. So you have to go into your contract account, come down here, and then we have to click on transfer out. So let's transfer all of it. Now it's going to get the quotation, right? Because we have to convert it over to Bitcoin. So we will get 0.09 Bitcoin. Well, I guess Bitcoin's been going up as we've been trading. So we'll confirm, and now the money is back over in our spot wallet. Now, once you're in your spot wallet, you can withdraw any of these funds via spot. So for example, right now, we do have it in Bitcoin. So if I wanted to, I can click withdraw, and then we would be withdrawing Bitcoin. Or I could trade it on spot to whatever I wanted. Say you wanted to trade into Litecoin, you would have to trade Bitcoin for USDT, then USDT into Litecoin. And then if you wanted to, withdraw your Litecoin, you could just go over to withdraw, and then you would have to add an address. Now, the reason that you have to do this is for safety purposes. So every time you want to add a new address, you have to click here, and then you have to add a new withdraw address, okay? You will have to do that each time, but once it becomes familiar with the addresses that you use, you only have to add it once. Also, remember to set up your two-factor authentication. Very, very important. Also, if you are enjoying this video, please feel free to leave a thumbs up so that it can let YouTube know that you are enjoying this video and it helps others to find it as well. And if you do know anyone who you think could benefit from this video, feel free to click the share button, and you could share it on Facebook, Twitter, email, Reddit, and lots of other places as well. And also, like I said, if you are looking to support the channel, definitely check out the link below in the description. There are lots of bonuses updated monthly. Another awesome new feature of Phemex that's gaining in popularity is the Earn Crypto option. So if you come up here and click where it says Earn Crypto, you can actually earn up to 10% APY through fixed and flexible saving options. Flexible accounts allow for instant withdrawals and deposits at any time. So you can see right here, you can get 7% for just transferring some USDT over to this earnings account. Or if you do want to lock it up for 7 days, you can increase that 7% to 10%. And if you're curious to see the different types of earnings that you're expected over that period of time, you could just come up here and change it. So say you want to lock up $5,000, then you could see right here, you'd be earning about $1 a day. Or if you did 7 days, you'd be getting $9.50 per every 7 days. Now, this might not seem a lot, but obviously the more money you lock up, the more lucrative that this could get. If at any point you're confused or have any questions that maybe this video didn't answer for you, definitely check out their amazing support right up here. You can see they have their help center, API documentation if you do want to connect an API, contact references. They have an academy with lots of in-depth tutorials. And of course, you can chat with us by clicking here, or you can come down to this corner where it says support, and this will bring you to an area where you can literally start chatting with a live Phemex representative. So I definitely recommend to check that out. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out for support. Also, I highly recommend if you are on the go to check out Phemex for your phone. That's right, they do have a mobile app. It's available for iOS as well as Android. It's a very seamless experience, and I do highly, highly recommend it if you are looking to do some trading on the go. There are some other options as well if you don't want to trade on Phemex. I do also highly recommend Bybit. In fact, Bybit is where I do the majority of my trading because I do prefer to mostly trade Bitcoin. I find that they have a lot of liquidity and it is very easy for me to use. So Bybit, I would highly recommend if you're trading just Bitcoin or Ethereum, but obviously if you're looking for those altcoins, then Phemex is the place to go. And another option as well is PrimeXBT. PrimeXBT is a platform where you can do actually different types of Forex trading, commodities, you can trade stocks, they have crude oil, etc. Lots of different options there as well. Check those tutorials out. They are popping up above if you're interested. Phemex also offers a pretty cool referral program. If you're interested, you can come over here to where it says main account, click invite friends, and simply by inviting friends, you'll be able to both earn some rewards. That being said, thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end of the video. I truly appreciate it. I hope you found some value out of it. If you have any other questions, feel free to check out the customer support over at Phemex, or you can even just drop a comment below and I will get around to answering as many as I possibly can. Or you can also check out the free Telegram group below in the description where we hang out and we talk crypto all day with a bunch of like-minded individuals who I'm sure could also help you out as well. And finally, once again, like like I said, if you are looking to help support the channel, check out the links below in the description. There are multiple bonuses updated pretty much monthly. Make sure that you bookmark this video so you can get those bonuses in the future, and that is it for me. So thank you so much for coming back to the channel. You guys rock. You're the reason that I do this every single day. My name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto. And of course, peace out.